Minas Tirith is under siege. The Dark Lord Sauron has unleashed his full might on the ravaged kingdom of Gondor, and it is here at the White City where the hammerstroke will fall hardest. Under the leadership of the mighty wizard Gandalf, the warriors of Gondor held firm against the initial assault with 3 victories for the forces of good in our first 3 episodes of the Minas Tirith campaign, but the tide has turned, and the host of Mordor is now swarming through the city streets. But just as hope seems lost, the horns of the Riddermark drift across the Pelennor. The Horse Lords of Rohan have come. Today's battle report takes place on a smaller version of our massive Siege of Gondor megaboard, pairing the central 4x4 section of the Pelennor with the Tubatown build, the first fully complete city block of our massive true-scale Minas Tirith build from the incredible Fellowship of the Zorb collaboration. Today, Lockie is jumping ship, or should I say horse, to his beloved Rohan, fielding a massive Rohirrim force led by Éomer Elfhelm and the King of the Mark, Theoden, son of Thengel. Fan favorite Mark returns today to command his beloved Mordor with Gothmog, Guritz and Goroth all ready to die for the Dark Lord, with over 50 horses, 8 trolls, 4 moving siege towers, and more orcs than I can count. The board is well and truly set. Boy oh boy are the pieces moving. The great battle of our time is about to begin.
The great battle of our time.
Welcome to Zorp of the Rings, my brand new channel dedicated to Lord of the Rings gaming content. If you don't know who I am, I'm Lockie from Zorbazorp, and I build absolutely massive wargaming diorama layouts for Lord of the Rings Warhammer. But over the last couple of years, I've sort of worked out that the YouTube algorithm doesn't let you put crafting and gaming content on the same channel, which means that I've basically stopped making Middle-earth battle reports, and I hate that because I love playing Middle-earth SPG, and what is the point of building all of these gorgeous Middle-earth dioramas if you can never game on them? My big dream for this channel is that every time I finish a new board, a new slice of the Middle-earth megaboard, we can play some games on it and film them and put them out right here on Zorp of the Rings, so we can see some awesome Middle-earth gameplay on some awesome Middle-earth gaming layouts.
Right now, over on Zorpazorp, you can see the latest update on the Minas Tirith courtyard. It's looking pretty damn awesome, and I cannot wait to fill a brand new battle report on it for you guys, which will come out right here on Zorp of the Rings when the board's finished. And I've also got a brand new Osgiliath battle report coming very soon, but today felt like the perfect time to revisit the original Minas Tirith megaboard.
The great battle of our time.
So good starts with priority as Rohan make their massive charge. So Theoden's going to lead the boys in, make a huge slice, and in go the Rohan.
The Rohan charge is easily my favorite moment in the history of cinema. I've literally seen it thousands of times, and it always gives me chills. Editing these battle reports is actually a huge time sink, because each time I cut the epic footage, I end up watching the whole battle by accident. To truly capture the incredible momentum of this movie moment, the forces of Rohan gain +1 strength on the charge, and every single model, both warrior and hero alike, may call heroic combats for free in any turn in which they have charged. Prepare to see orcs dying by the droves.
Big charge means big throwing spears. We're going to kick it off with Elfhelm, the throwing spear king. He hits on 3s, and he absolutely blitzes an orc. So he's in, and he's going to ride around. Onto this flank over here, we've got a Royal Guard. He's just got a normal throwing spear hitting on 4s on the charge. No luck there. 2 more spears over here. Hitting 4s, and a big 6 through that Morannon armor. No wounds there. Another spear for Éomer. He's hitting on 4s on the charge. Oh, it's a big miss for him, and then just a single Royal Guard next to him. And he misses as well. Time for the orcs to countercharge. The forces of Mordor try to set up some countercharges, but with much of the front lines in combat, there is little they can do but jostle their spear supports to get as many strikes as possible. On the eastern and northern flanks, supporting units surge forwards to establish a secondary shield wall to help protect the 2 northernmost siege towers and prevent any Rohan spear tip piercing the line. So all the orcs have piled in, but there's a couple of big things left to move. Mark, what's on the menu?
We're going to be putting in the towers. We're going to get them as close to the wall as possible, to get all the orcs over the wall. So they move 6.
While they have 2 trolls.
While they have 2 trolls.
Hopefully, over on this flank, they might not have 2 trolls for long. You've still got one up the back who is well safe though.
So while moving the towers, they have impact hits because obviously they're going to be pushing them forward no matter what. So we've got a couple of guys in the road here.
Yeah, I've thrown in some Rohan to try and hold up the tower, but hopefully they don't get smushed.
So a strength 9 impact hit. The first one in front straight away. 3 is to kill.
Oh, one down.
He'll be gone. Into the next Royal Guard.
Losing all the Royal Guard here. Oh, another one goes down!
He gets knocked down.
I'm actually only 2 Royal Guard here away from Theoden. I am in a bit of a risky situation.
Into the next Royal Guard.
Come on, show me a 2. Yes, yes,
And
good work.
There it stops.
Alright, that is the finished position of that tower. Nice and safe, out of the way. And I don't lose my Royal Guard fighting Goroth as well. But we have one very special tower left to go, Mark, and I think he is about to make it home. So one tower has successfully landed on the walls, and now I've got 2 trolls that are going to be a nuisance in play. So Gondor shooting, I've got a bunch of bowmen here on the walls. There's essentially 10 to the left of this parapet and 10 the other way. Only half can see this guy here. We need big 4s to hit. Big in the way of 5+ to get past the tower. Oh, wow. 5 racing through, and then strength 2 on D7 is 6s by 4s. No wounds.
The orc trackers on the hill have a big shot at the ranks in behind. So we've got 12 shots, hitting on 4s. 6 hits.
Perfectly on even. They'll need to do horse and rider to see if it hits the rider or the mount. One down on the horse. Let's do our horsey first.
Let's do the horse first. Nothing there. We need big 6s to take down some riders. 1.
The combat of the first turn, and it is going to be mental because every single Rohan model is calling a heroic combat with their insane Rohan charge special rules. So we're going to start over here on Eomer's flank, and we're just going to work our way around until we get to the big guy and see if we can set up a troll kill. I've got 2 attacks with this Rohan Outrider. He's on 4s. Oh, he gets buffed back off a big 5. And we'll move into the next Royal Guard. I've got the high fight value here as well, which is going to help me out. I'm on 6s. I just took the orc dice. Oh, it goes to me on 5 value, and I knock you down for 4 strikes. And, oh, come on, Rohan! No, this isn't what we want! The next Rohan rider along, he's got 2 on the charge as well. Big 6s, the orc can't beat it. Even though he got the spear support, I'm on 5s, which is 2 big wounds. Now moving into the big guns, big Eomer, 4 attacks on the charge, massive fight value, big Rohan 6s, look at that. And he'll be knocking down double. And wow, we need to bring the Rohan dice out. He eviscerates his orc. And of course, all of these guys who are successful get to make secondary charges. So Eomer's going to push through the line and make another 2. But we'll do the normal charges first. 2 more warriors of Rohan on this flank. Riding into battle. Big 6, 1 outside the box, but 6 is good enough. Show me the money, Mark. Goes to Rohan. +1 strength on the charge, only needing 5s against the heavy armor, gets a big 6. After that guy's heroic combat there, this final one is just finding 2 because all the spear supports have been pulled away. And big 6s, it's a tied fight. You want to flip the dice? On a 4+, it'll go to the forces of Rohan. And it does, we need 4 more dice. And we get the charge and plow into the spearmen. So while we're on this flank, we'll finish off these heroic combats. We've got 3 to follow on their secondary charges. We'll start with our little friend here again. He's got 2 attacks on the charge, fighting 1 orc. Not strong. 4 big dice. Gets the 6 on the final one. Rip him out of there. We're punching a big hole through this flank. We've got another rider and then Aimer. This time I'm fighting 2. I've got the 2 attacks. Oh, nice, Mark. Getting the big 6. You're going to strike on the horse or the rider?
Always the rider.
Yep.
Always the rider.
You're going to kill him. So, big strength 4 and then needing 5s.
Gets the sword 6.
The first Rohan casualty in combat. The orcs are striking back here, but now it's onto the big man, Aimer's second charge of the turn, and he is fighting 2 with a spear support. 4 dice each on the charge. I haven't got the 6. Oh, do I spend a point of might? I think I'm going to. 4 attacks back on me. I don't want to lose my horse, so I'll spend a might to tie it, and then I'll put 2 strikes on the left one. He goes down. 2 strikes on the right one, he goes down as well. So Aimer has cut through, but it did cost me a might point. Sweeping over to the right flank now, and Elfhelm has made a big charge fighting 3. We'll start off with his support cadre. So this little rider here fighting 3 with spears. Oh, big 6s for me. And I will put a strike on the right. Doesn't get him, and a strike on the left, needing those 5s. Oh, there's the boxcars, as Ryan would say. We've made the kill. How many have you got in the next one there, Mark?
We've got 2.
2. Another 2 attacks on me on the charge. Ooh.
Oh, there it is.
Striking at the horse or the rider.
Hey, always the rider. Let's get him off the table.
Oh, so close. Not enough. This is a worrying fight for me. One of my objectives, he's gone in a little brave, I think. Let's get the Rohan dice. I think he needs them. This is Elfhelm fighting 4. Oh, yes. Bringing in the hot dice when they're needed. Even the Zorbazorb 6, not enough. I've got strength 4, so 5 on the charge. It's 5s all round. Second set of strikes, 1 goes down, and third set of strikes. So just 1 orc. My heroic combat doesn't go off, but I am safe for now. And then final fight on this flank is the only successful heroic combat. Ooh!
Ooh.
Yep, goes to Mordor. That's rough. Strike me up, Mark. Going for the rider, as always. Oh, and he's off the table. Another Rohan casualty, but Elfhelm's still in the fight. We've got 1 little fight in the center. Mark, I think you're going to like this one.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Now, you have got just a bunch of orcs in there. I do actually have the fight value with a Royal Guard on the charge.
You do.
So, let's see if I can pull a big 6 out of here. I've switched to the big dice. Oh! Okay, these Rohan dice are ridiculous.
I'll save my arm.
Yeah, spreading the strikes. No wounds and no wounds, but he survives, and then 1 big set of fights left. It is the center, the charging white stallion on green fields. We have Theoden and his Royal Guard. We're going to start with Theoden. 3 attacks on the charge. Oh my goodness. Oh, big 6s. The shielding does the work. And Theoden completely bounces off. That is going to help gore off nicely. So our orc can't strike because he's shielded, but Theoden is pushed back, and just 1 final fight. It is Goroth versus a charging Royal Guard. Set the tone, Mark. You got 2 attacks.
2 attacks. Here we go.
Oh, big 6s. Now, I am a charging Royal Guard, so I can tie, which I do not. So it goes to you. Strength 5 and 2-handing. You are going to need 4s to wound with this beast.
Here we go.
Yeah, rinse him. Big handful of orcs dead on the first turn, with this right flank over here collapsing and ready to break.
Now over on my main channel, I've been working on the next section of the Minas Tirith mega board that will join the board that you guys can see here in today's battle report, and it's coming along really nicely with the courtyard and the front gate shaping up, but I wanted to add a few more buildings and 1 final street to the layout, and my mate Jacob from Conquest Creations has sculpted a bunch of gorgeous buildings for me to 3D print, which are just going to work amazingly. He's got this full suite of buildings, structures, towers, a forge, even mighty city walls and a gate, and they're all fully interiored, so they're going to be amazing for gameplay. They're all available right now in his new Kickstarter, Kingdom of Tor Ithelas, which is linked down in the description below, and it would mean the world to me if you would go and support him, one of the true heroes of the Middle-earth SBG community. I sliced up the first round of files that I chose and threw them on the printer, and they came out so cleanly. Just a little bit of like neatening cleanup, and then straight onto the table, and then I threw a few more sheets of foam down to mock up the kind of layout of our city streets and started exploring the placement of the buildings. I think the small house is actually going to be perfect to sit up on this terrace, which I've been wanting to fill out for ages, and I hadn't got around to carving anything, and then the stable and these kind of two houses can fill out this side of the board with some alleyways in between. I gave them a quick prime in Rust-Oleum flat grey primer and then a zenithal in both light grey and white to match the prime state of the rest of the city, and they just look fantastic. I can't wait to return to this board next week and finish building them into the city streets and getting some paint on the whole board. It's going to be awesome. Jacob also has another amazing Minas Tirith themed battle report over on his YouTube channel, Conquest Creations, and it's an absolute banger. It's linked down below, and go and check out the amazing Kickstarter, The Kingdom of Tor Ithalas, down in the description. Jacob's an absolute lad and a mate of mine, and it's just a fantastic set of scenery for your Middle-earth games.
How'd you feel about turn number 1, Mark?
Yeah, we did okay. That, like you said, that flank there got minced up pretty good, but I'm happy with how we held up in the centre here because I want to keep Theoden at bay. Flanks are falling, but
the centre's good.
The meat's good, so
we like meat.
Happy.
Orc likes a bit of meat. Let's see what happens for turn number 2. Ooh, priority goes to evil. I have got might to burn with my free heroic combat, so I can afford heroic moves. I will make a call with every single hero to make sure I've got some initiative somewhere. Do you want to counter call with anyone?
Yeah, I think I'll counter call with Goroth to start with, and we'll try and pin Theoden back.
Oh yeah, in front of the tower as well.
Tower.
Yep.
And I think I'll need to call one with Guritz over here as well to try and, I need to negate your charge because the charge is where I'm going to lose the most.
So Mark's got priority, so let's see whose heroic move will go off first.
Big 1, 2, 3 for the evils, there it is.
Oh, yes it is. Who you want to grab? You want to grab Guritz or Goroth?
Let's do Goroth first. Let's hold up Theoden.
He is getting
let's
pinned.
Pin him down.
Elfhelm time. We've had a fierce charge in the centre, but Elfhelm's going to try and reclaim this flank. He has to move first. He is going to skirt these control zones and get in safely here and kind of just spread this as much as possible just to try and tie up as many of these orcs as we can to stop those counter charges.
With Elfhelm charging into the western flank, Guritz charged forth his line, seeking to cut a wedge through the Rohan charge and potentially encircle King Theoden, but seeing the King's banner in trouble in the centre, Eomer's Airhead struck forth hard into the eastern flank, flying right into the trolls manning the siege tower, bearing down upon the King and stopping it from moving this turn. Mark's reserve orc forces continue to move up to reinforce the front line. If Eomer doesn't make short work of his current foes, he could soon find himself overwhelmed. With one siege tower at the walls and one now pinned, the trolls laboured on at the remaining 2 towers to continue their slow march across the board. There are 3 major objectives for each force today. Each army must kill 2 of the enemy heroes, and Rohan must prevent 3 siege towers from reaching the walls of the White City.
The lines have met really severely now. There's a whole bunch of orc archers firing in over the top to my last remaining riders. How many you got coming in?
12.
12
shots, here we go.
Hitting on 4s, those trackers.
7 hits this time. Horse and rider. Horse rolls first. So 1 horse.
Oh, one big horse.
Dropped.
And my lad is absolutely fine.
He's
We'll
fine.
pop a dismount in, but do the riders get pinned with arrows?
Needing 6s.
No dice.
No dice.
There are 2 trolls sprinting over to my cavalry line after depositing their siege tower, so I'm going to send 25 Gondorian arrows in their direction.
Kill the trolls!
Big 6s. Oh, 3 6s! And needing 4s to wound the troll. Oh, 3 4s! That's 3 wounds! Thunk! 1 troll is gone from the lines, but there's still 1 to go. We'll deal with him next turn. So the fighting phase is going to begin with a whole bunch of heroic combats, and we're actually going to start with Eomer this time and try and set something up on the troll. I have got 6 dice because I've got a friend in there as well. Oh, big 6s, Mark. You ain't going to beat that. And I have knocked over just a single orc, and we shouldn't have any trouble taking him off the board. Rip him out of there, Marky. And then Eomer and the Son of Ale will both make a charge.
And they have now pinned that troll. We killed one in the shooting phase, but we're hungry for more. Let's dive into the next fight. We've got a couple of guys picking off some one-on-ones, and then they'll be able to combat into this line here. 2 versus 1. Ooh, goes to Rohan. Needing 5s with that strength bonus. No wounds. Oh, I've got a second strike. I've knocked him over. Still no wounds. Let's try the Son of Ale. Oh, big 6s for him. And he'll be absolutely struggling to wound. Oh, come on, Rohan. These orcs here are holding what's left of this flank. We'll move down the line. We've got a 3-on-1 and a 2-on-1, and then another troll fight. 3 riders, 1 orc. My roll wasn't great, but yours was worse, Mark. And there we go. We finally kill someone. And all 3 of those guys will get to charge now. Moving on to the troll fights now, we'll start on the right one because it's actually still a heroic combat as that model is new to the fight. So I have 4 attacks on the charge from my riders and 4 from Aomer.
So I got fight 7 with the troll, so a big Zorp 6 will get me the win for this one.
Set the tone, set the tone.
Here we go.
No, I think the Rohan have got that one.
No.
Now he is pinned, he is defense 7, I'm strength 5 with Aomer and 4 with the rider and 5 with the sun. So that's a lot of 5s needing to take him down. 6s on the blues and 5s everywhere else. That is a very dead troll. That's my dead troll imitation there. And then this little rider here is going to get to go in and make a charge, creating 4-on-1 for the final troll fight. Once again, chasing that 6, Mark.
Big Zorp 6, here we go.
Oh, come on, trolls. You're not even putting up a fight. I mean, they're very busy. They're very busy, but they are not aware that the horsemen are trying to slice them apart here. That is 1, 2, 3 wounds. I don't even need the second roll. And that is 1 tower neutralized. So 1 point for Rohan, 1 point for Mordor, and they're about to bank a second. So I got to try and slice apart this tower over here. But that's not going to be this turn. We're going to dive into the final heroic combats on this right flank, and then we'll get back over into the center.
Aomer's Ahred continued their killing spree, losing a single rider in exchange for a whole handful of orcs, and most importantly, with the back half of their formation gaining some space to form up and support their spearhead as they break out into the open space behind the now disabled siege tower.
Okay, with Gothmog in the middle of this area of combat here, I'm going to activate his special rule, the time of the orc has come. Everyone within 12 inches of Gothmog is going to get rerolls to wounds, so which is really, really important right now.
Yeah, especially on a turn where I haven't got heaps of charges. This whole flank here, you've got the charge, so you're going to be winning a lot more fights. This is definitely the turn to use this while you've got bodies, but there's still heroic combats to go off first, so let's dive in. I'm going to start with Elfhelm over here. He's only got 3 on the charge. Oh, the Gandalf dice have abandoned me.
I'm shielding just to protect Gothmog.
Nice work. So that bumps Elfhelm back and he doesn't break through to cut Gothmog's head off. Moving down the line, I've got 1 rider solo. He's on 5s. Big one. And he'll be doing 4 dice to dish the pain. And 1 more. Big Gandalf 6. Rip him out of there, Mark. And he will move in, and I'm going to charge and pick off the spear support. We'll move into this heroic combat now. Another 1-on-1. 2 on the charge for me.
I'm going to shield to protect again.
Oh, yep, shielding. Good move, but hasn't paid off yet. 4 dice for me. And I've got the 5. Rip him out. That successful heroic combat means I can charge this model and help this guy out, who's now only fighting 2 instead of 3. I've got 2 attacks on the charge. Oh! There we go, swung back to you. So striking on the rider as always,
Always
Mark.
on the rider.
Yeah,
you got to get him off the table. Here
Mark
we go.
loves to kill him. Oh, no luck. My last heroic combat is just this 1-on-1 up the back. I'm on 4s.
There it is.
Oh!
Big Zorp.
Threw it with swagger as well. Right, try and strike him.
Here we go. Another one of those would be perfect.
Oh, that's enough. That's enough. Rip him out.
We'll do it.
So following off these heroic combats before we leave this flank, Grimbold fighting 1 orc. Oh, big 6s. That is a tied fight. I'll flip it up, and it's evil again.
Here we go.
Oh, get him out of there.
Thanks for coming.
He regretted heroic combating. And then another couple of 1-on-1s. I got 2 on the charge.
Oh, it's tied again. Jeez, the orcs are putting up a fight here. Evil again. Needing 5s to take out this rider here. No luck.
time.
And then one final 1-on-1. I've got 2 dice. I'm on 2s. Oh, yes. Rinse him. And down goes another orc.
Takes him out.
So pretty even there. I lost some cav, but we have thinned out that rank. And now we're back into the center where we've got a big mix. Our next fight in here is a single rider who has charge, but he's in range of Gothmog for the rerolls and for +1s, Mark?
And for +1s, yeah.
Oh.
So the Age of Men is over. Special rule. Anyone within 3 inches of Gothmog will get the Hatred of Men special rule.
He loves stacking up
great.
these buffs on the center of that Morannon line. Well, I've just got 2 attacks. Luckily, I have charged. Oh, I've set a high bar. Set a high bar.
4 dice, here we go.
And it goes to me. You've got your banner reroll there, just
have
in
the
range.
banner.
The big, beautiful Ryan Trey's Morannon banner there. Flip it up. Equal the fight. Oh, no luck. So I will knock down 4 strikes on the front orc, and I managed to get the wound. No heroic combat there, and just 2 heroic combating Rohans left, which are these 2 Rohan countercharges here. These guys are big, so I might be able to push in and help these guys who have been charged. I've got just a couple of riders in each fight. Big 6 for me to start off. And 2, striking with 4, and rip him out of there. Last heroic combat is this plucky Rohan Royal Guard. Let's see what he can do. He's on 5s.
Big shield for me.
Oh, not enough. Come on, Royal Guard. Yes, he gets him. And so he'll be able to push through and peel off. I think we'll engage this Son of Ael's target here as well. So now we are just into the normal combats, and we are going to start working into this center flank. So our final spicy combats of the turn, we're going to start with our heroes here, which is Guritz, Master of the Reserves. He's ambushed a big Royal Guard. I'm on a single dice. Can you beat a 2, Mark?
Oh, we'll give it a go. Here we go. Here we go. A few Zorp. 6s.
Yeah, look at that. That'll take it for you. And you don't need much. You got strength 5 with Guritz, so 5s will do it. And then it's 5s all round with those Morannons.
Here we go. Guritz first. Can't do it.
And a big
1-5.
5.
That'll get him.
Rip him out of there. And into the next fight, we've got Goroth, and he is about to rinse another Royal Guard with some friends. Single dice for me. I've made it slightly more challenging. Can you beat a 4?
Let's have a go.
Well and
Zorp,
truly.
sixes. Here
Well
we
and
go.
truly. Goroth is strength 5, 2-handed and burly, so he is wounding on 4s against my Royal Guard. Put him away.
There we go.
And the big fight, it is Theoden. And I have a feeling that if I lose this fight, I am going to rue Gothmog's special ability, Mark. So, I'll set the tone. A big 6 here is going to save me, and that is not a good outcome.
I've got 4 in there.
6s, so that
6s.
puts it out of range of all of my might points. So I'm not trapped, I can back away. So 4 strikes up to defense 7. You're still going to be chasing 6s with the Morannons. I've got a chance here.
Here we go.
Now re-rolling those wounds because you're within 12 inches of Gothmog. That's 1 wound, chasing 6s. Oh, just the 1. Okay, Theoden lives. He'll take it, and he'll be ready to charge again next turn. So Aemir is doing great work over here on this flank. We've obliterated those trolls, but the center is collapsing. It just needs to kind of hold so I can cut my way through and try and get some kills on these heroes. Let's do priority for turn number 3, Marky May. I'm on a big 1. That's not what I wanted.
Oh.
It goes to evil again. I'll be spending more might points to call heroic moves. We'll burn another one with Theoden, another one with Elfhelm, and another one with Aemir. We need this initiative. So Gothmog has Master of Battle, which means any hero within 6 inches that calls a heroic, he can just bloody mimic it. So Mark basically gets one for free. That's the only heroic he's going to call, so it's down to a roll-off to see if Gothmog's or one of mine goes first, and another roll-off goes to Mordor. So Gothmog is going to rally his troops and surge forward and pin my cavalry down. That is going to nullify quite a few charges.
Gothmog's heroic move has really threatened to utterly capitulate the Rohan center, with his orcs striking forwards, negating charges and picking choice targets to overwhelm the Rohirrim, as well as negating Elfhelm's charge, disabling his heroics and gaining control of the entire western flank for Mordor. In face of the bold play by the Lieutenant of Morgul, Theoden charged deeper into the center with his royal knights around him. He's going to be relying heavily on those charge bonuses to keep them intact, and Eomer's force have struck even deeper, utterly encircling the remnant of the Mordor Eastern reserves and truly threatening to strike deep behind Mordor's lines in future turns. The last active siege tower rolled forwards, and seeing that Eomer had now become the biggest threat, the Northern Orc Reserve Force scrambled forward, desperate to form a third shield wall to hold the raging Marshal of the Riddermark at bay and buy the Trolls enough time to push the tower to the walls of the White City.
Second tower has smashed the walls, and there's still some trolls running around. Probably going to be more soon, but I've got to finish this guy off. My last chance before he gets into combat. I have a few less bowmen now that tower's arrived. A few misses. Chasing sixes by fours. I see 2, 3 sixes, 4 sixes. I need to turn these into fours. See if I can get at least 2 wounds on this bad boy. Oh no! Only 1! A 6 and 3 ones. Troll is going to be in the fight. That is going to be a problem. Combat is once again going to kick off with this flank, and we've got heroic combats everywhere because of Eomer's charges. So we're going to start with the man himself. He's fighting 2. Oh, don't even roll. Don't even roll. All right, first one. He's down. Second one. He's down. Don't even need the full attacks. Rip him out, Mark. Eomer's actually going to ride all the way around and pick off 2 of those. Let's do that 1-on-1 that's now been set up. So I've got 2 there. You've got a single orc. Oh, yes, goes to me, needing 4. And he is out of there. We'll just keep following on, creating a heroic combat waterfall, where this one will charge into a 2-on-1, which will become a 1-on-1, which is easier for me to win. So we've got 1 Royal Guard fighting 1 orc now, Mark. I'm on 5s. Oh. Yes, here we go. And down he goes as well. So it'll be another 1-on-1. I've only got a rider this time. So we're same fight value. Oh, big 6. You're finally striking back. No luck. So I just get pushed back. I've got 2 riders picking on a single orc here. I mean, that's just rude, frankly. I'm 4s on the charge.
I might send a shield.
Hey, look at that.
There we go.
Push him away.
Get some back out.
And then we've got a 1-on-1 here. I've got 2 on the charge. I'm on 3s.
Let's fight you.
Yep, pushing him back and hack him from the saddle. Oh. No luck. Our last non-combat fights are these 2. I'll go for this one because he's a 1-on-1, and hopefully I can help out my buddy. So 2 dice for me for the Son of Ale. Yes, here we go. Bringing in the 4. Oh, he doesn't get it. So the Son of Ale failed to wound, and this guy just backs away trapped. And then we've got a single rider fighting 2. This one is against me, Mark. You've got better odds here. I'm on 5s. Still gets it. Let's put 2 on, 1 strike on each. And only one of them goes down. So the heroic combat doesn't sling off. And now we're just into our normal pairings here. So we're going to start with Eomer. He's got 4 big ones on the charge. Oh, that's a lower roll.
Wow.
Gets it on fight value. Let's go. 1. He's dead. 2. He's not. Final 2 strikes. He is out of there. Rip him out. Eomer doing the business, killing 4 in a single turn. We'll move to the next fight, which is just the next 1-on-1. Any of these combats are going to be Rohan charges. Oh, he's turned it.
Here we go.
No wounds. Next one down. Another 5. Oh, second in a row.
Oh, here we go.
Get the wound, get the wound. We'll pay it. Who cares if it's not in the box? It's too good to lose. Rip the Royal Guard out of there. So a bit of carnage over here with 6 orcs going down and taking 2 Royal Guard with them. And then over in the center flank, we've got a whole sling of combats. I've got 4 Rohan horsemen who will be combating Theoden, who's heroic striking, and Gothmog, who's going to Master of Battle up to a combat mark.
Here we go. Yes, he is.
So we better roll the roll off.
Let's roll it off.
And, ooh, Gothmog's going first. So you are fighting a single rider with so many friends. I didn't get the charge either, so it's just a single dice from me.
So roll Gothmog.
I'm very intimidated by him. Big one. Gothmog's got it. You are striking with strength 4 on defense 5 with +1 to wound.
Yep. So that'll drop it down to 4s, which is awesome. So here we go, all on the rider. Take him away.
Gothmog and everyone in base contact, which was 3 extra infantry, all get to go and make further charges. Gothmog striking deep in to pick out my banner. Well, the other heroic combats will go first, but Mark having priority is going to be able to rinse that banner early, I think. We'll dive into my next heroic combat over here. I've got one charging Rohan warrior picking off a spearman who trapped one of my other knights.
And he's going to shield.
Oh, nice. I've got it on fight value because I'm charging near Theoden. And 1 dice and 2 dice is not enough. I've got a heroic combat with an infantry support as well, which we don't see much this game. I'm on 5s.
Shielding again.
I've got it on fight value once more. You are knocked down, so these attacks will be doubled. Oh, we don't need it though. Rip him out of there. So both of these guys can charge. I'm going to be able to pick another model off Theoden's fight. So Theoden will just be fighting Goroth and 2 orcs. And then this guy is going to charge in and pick off this model here. Let's do our last 2 heroic combats. These are pretty big. We should be able to help out here Theoden some more. Son of Earl fighting 1 orc. He's got 2 attacks on the charge.
Whoop, shielding again.
Goes to me. Come on, Son of Ale. I'm going to steal your dice there. Oh no! I needed that one! He doesn't go down. Got one over here. It is a Royal Guard taking out a spearman from Theoden's fight. Oh, damn.
Shielding again.
Yes! That is lucky. So if I can kill him, I'll be able to charge in and do some more damage, pulling away more models from Theoden's fight. Yes, I do. And crucially, he is going to charge in and take out another 2 infantry off Theoden. So Theoden is now fighting Goroth and 2 orcs instead of Goroth and 6 or 7, which it was at the start of the turn. Let's do this. But of course we need to do our heroic strikes, Mark.
Yes, we do. We've got our strikes.
A single D6. I'm on 3.
There we go.
Alright, I have got the fight value. Theoden going to 8. You're just managing a 6. I've got 3 dice on the charge. No banner support, but I'm on the 6.
There it is.
It goes to Theoden. So I knock everybody over, and I've got 6 strikes at strength 5. So what's the defense of Goroth there, Mark?
He's defense 6.
Defense
so
6.
Needing 5s.
Okay, 5s with my strength of 5, plus 1 on the charge, of course. And whoa, I've got 2 wounds. 2 wounds. You have a single might point left.
Just the 1.
And 1 fate. Okay, so
Okay.
a 1 or a 2 and Goroth is off the board here. He is out of here. 1 objective down for Rohan. Goroth is gone, but Theoden is out of resources now. What's up for the regular combat phase, Mark?
Gothmog will go first because I want to try and get rid of your banner. Over
Yeah,
there.
good move. Get rid of it at the start. I
Yeah.
just have a single attack at -1. Ooh.
3 attacks for Gothmog.
Yeah, no
Nice
cavalry
little
bonus for you
six.
because you did charge another
Correct.
cavalry, but 3 attacks is well enough. You going for the bannerman himself?
Always.
Yep.
Always. Here we go. So, strength 5 on defense.
That is a Royal Guard, so defense 6. So you're
Defense
looking for
6.
5s to wound.
Here we go.
Oh, no
Oh,
wounds! The
oh.
banner survives! Well, we'll keep him alive for now. Shall we just move straight to Elfhelm?
Yep.
Alright, I've got, you got the charge here, so only 2 attacks. Elfhelm's big weakness.
There you go. And we're going to fight you this time, so I'll get my 2 rolls.
Oh!
There they are.
Defense 6, 5s to
Defense
wound.
6, big 5s. Here we go.
Oh, he gets one! Alright, I'll throw a fate point at it. Saved. Okay, so 2 wounds, no fate for Elfhelm. It's not going too well over this flank. We've got a couple of gang up fights here before the troll arrives. I've just got 1 rider who hasn't charged, but he's strong.
Ooh.
He's strong. Punch one in the face. No, he doesn't.
Right.
Another one as well, and then this flank will be all finished off. I'm on 1s this time. Ow, a big
There it
6.
is.
You'll need defense 6, so no, 5s to wound.
5s to win. Here we go. There it is.
So my cav have pulled off a few models, but Guritz is still absolutely crushing this poor knight. I've got a single die because Guritz got the charge. I'm on a 1.
Here we go. Guritz's roll.
Yep, he
Hits
does it
the
himself.
Yep.
Smash him.
Quite trapped there, so Guritz will do his.
Very trapped, yes. Priority helping Mark because I couldn't do the other fights first.
So Guritz will.
And take him out of there. The Orc hero's doing some work here on the Pelennor.
So it has been carnage the last 3 turns. These heroic combats are seeing a lot fought. Rohan's doing okay over here with the first and second wave of Aemer's assault doing well. And we are getting towards these trolls, but oh my goodness, has the Rohan center collapsed. Mark, I need some priority. If you could kindly let me have that, that'd be great.
Let's see how we go.
Big old dice for me. Oh, I'll just get it in the box. And it's a 4 swings to Rohan. Any heroic moves from you, Mr. Mark?
Yes, so I've got Guritz in the center here. He's going to call one, which will grab a little outside there. So in the hopes that you want to call one out here. And I can
Yeah,
use
look,
Gothmog.
you're baiting me into it, but I've got to call one with Elfhelm if you're going to try and claim the center. So I'm guessing you're going to...
Master of Battle.
Master of Battle. So we got 2 heroics in the center for evil, and 1, of course, Theoden has used all his might in that brutal combat. So let's do the roll off. It goes to me because I am priority man. Yes. Okay, so I've got to work out what I can do with Elfhelm to save Theoden.
So like 10 minutes of intense off-camera planning have come down to an epic plan that's going to all get unraveled by 1 dice roll, I bet. So Elfhelm's got to move first. He's going to go in here, kill this guy with a spear, wrap around behind. Then I'll use the remaining 3 models that are in range to tie up Gothmog, these orcs, and these orcs. So Elfhelm is behind enemy lines, safe, and the troll can't fit through because of the fire. But it all hinges on killing this orc with a throwing spear. But if anyone can do it, it's Elfhelm. 3s to hit. He hits. 5s to wound. Re-rolling wounds. Come on, 33% chance. No, it's all wasted. Damn it. Well, it was an epic plan. Elfhelm's just going to have to go in. So he has to charge that model. He can still charge, but he won't be able to fit through. And in that case, I will just use my remaining models to try and shield him and keep him alive. I can still tie up Gothmog by wrapping into him that way. I've got a few spears though, which are gonna potentially be at play. Let's spear this guy. He misses. The bannerman could get the spear off. He misses. And does this guy kill the infantry with Gothmog? No, so no spears. Spears were just a total failure this turn. And Elfhelm was pretty much managed to just hide from Gothmog, but Gothmog's coming anyway in heroic.
The orcs surged forward, swarming the Rohan western flank, but on the east, the Aemir wrecking ball continued to swing, slamming into the 3rd Moranid shield wall, covering the final tower. And inspired by his example, the remaining reserve behind Theoden rallied to their king and charged forward to counter that orc advance. Eager to escape the wrath of the Marshal, the trolls pushed the final tower almost within range of the wall, and predicting a vicious turn of heroic combats, the unengaged models in that shield wall abandoned their comrades to form yet another line of defense, and then threw in some spears to try and stall some key fights around Aemir.
The combat has kind of unfolded into a pretty interesting set of flanks. Obviously, we've got Aemir flying up here ahead as a bit of a vanguard. His following second wave should be able to heroic slingshot into him with a bunch of charging combats. But the Rohan Center is gone. Elfhelm is here. He did get the charges, but I don't think I'm going to call any heroic combats over there, Mark.
No, you don't. I will call one with Gothmog, and I'll have to use a point of might.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, look, everyone there is dead. My play with Elfhelm didn't work. It was too risky, so at least I'm going to sap Gothmog of a might point. And then I do have a bunch of guys who got charged, including Theoden, but 3 counter charges. So heroic combat's potentially there that could save Theoden. Let's have a look. I think it's mine, isn't it? I've got priority. Oh, it goes to me. It goes to me. So really that actually doesn't affect anything because Gothmog is off by himself. So I will just do this heroic combat here first, which is 1 charging Rohan knight fighting 2 orcs. I'm on big 5s. The Rise of Rohan with Fight 4. I'm going to put a strike on each of those models who used to be engaged with Theoden, and now they are dead. Rip them out of there, Mark. Fantastic work. That beautiful Grimbold from Battle Companies gets to charge again, and he'll just pick off this one model. Theoden's just fighting a single guy now. Let's try this heroic combating Royal Guard up the back. He's got 2 on the charge. Oh!
There we go.
It's a high bar. Watch this. I've got Gandalf and Rohan. Can they beat Zorpazorp? No, they can't. Gonna hack the man?
Always.
Hack the man.
Ah.
Not enough. One more here that's heroic combating, and he's joined a friend who didn't charge. He got charged, so just 3.
Oh, shield.
You won't do much more. You won't do much more. Big 6 of me. Take him off the field. So both of these guys will get to charge now, and we really get a chance to help do some stuff here, I think. He will go in, and he can't quite get in to help Theoden, so he will go in here. We've kind of re-established a new center in light of the madness that happens over here. Let's do Gothmog's heroic combat now, because it's pretty independent of everything else. You got 3 attacks.
3 attacks with Gothmog and a little friend giving him a hand. Here we go.
Oh. No, not there, not there. Alright, Gothmog's on it. Actually, I've got my banner. I haven't done a banner reroll all game. Yeah! Take that, Gothmog. I am going to aim for Gothmog's Warg. You are defense 4. I did not charge, so I'm only strength 3. So I'm looking for a big 5. And you know what? No, Gandalf have just done so well. Oh, get it out of here! Gothmog's Warg is gone. And Mark will grab his dismount in a sec. Oh, he takes a strength 3 hit! He falls on his face.
Oh, gosh.
So, does he get wounded? You need to roll 5 to wound him. No wounds, no wounds. So he doesn't take a wound, but he's disgraced and embarrassed. Elfhelm might actually have a chance of staying alive now. Man, I wish I'd heroic combated now. Let's see if Elfhelm can do some damage on the charge, fighting 2 with supports. I've got it on the fight value, thankfully. So let's go into the one on the left. Oh, big 6. The one on the right. Why didn't I heroic combat? Oh, he's dead as well. I should have combated. If I'd combated, I would have been able to move out of the way of this troll. But unfortunately, that's going to hurl me no matter what happens. We'll fight with the banner last. Let's see if I can beat the troll. I did charge, even though I was countercharged. So I've got 2 dice. I'm on 5s. Dude, what are your trolls doing, Mark? What are they doing?
Not the business, that's for sure.
Yeah, big pushback, and most importantly, not hurling into Elfhelm. That is really clutch. Okay, so strength 4, no wounds, but I'm not upset. Far out, man. I thought this flank was going to be like just death everywhere. We pushed back a troll and killed Gothmog's Warg. Let's return it to your favor, I think, Mark. We'll do my Bannerman.
Okay.
He's in big trouble. Yep. 2 dice, fighting at -1. I'm on 3s.
3s.
Yep, that goes to you. Just not trapped. Doesn't matter. The banner is gone. So I did lose the banner, but Elfhelm is intact. Gothmog's Warg gone. Damn. Theoden and Guritz have got some fights left to show off a bit of action. Theoden got charged, but he's now just fighting a single orc. He has set the tone on 6s. Don't even roll, Mark. And I have got only strength 4 because I didn't charge, but I'm still chasing 5s. And get him out of there. Theoden is back in the fight. Killed himself a Goroth and hacked off an orc who tried to counter him. But now it's Guritz's time, and he's found himself a good victim, Mark. He set the tone.
Guritz will go first.
Ooh.
Not well.
No. Was that 2-handing? So down to 2s.
Down to 2s.
Oh. Alright, you got your 5.
Fives.
The supporters did the work. I haven't charged, so I'm only fight 4. Ooh! The 5 gets it, so hack him from the saddle. Ooh! Crunch. So that is our heroes from this flank. We'll smash through the rest, and then it is onto the carnage of Aemma. Aemma's big move continues. We're going to start with him, of course. He is... Oh, you got a chance here. Oh. No it rolls like that, though. I'll put a strike on the left, a strike on the right, and we'll do the same thing again, because that... Oh, actually, I need 3s to wound their trackers. Yep, get him out of there. And then Aim will just go straight in, plunging into the Morannon back line. We've got a big countercharge over here. So you've got 3 little trackers with a spear support. I've got just the 1. I'm on 4s. Big 6. Smash him out of the saddle.
Another one of them will do it. Oh.
I've got a Son of Ale charging. You're now supported, so I'm on 6s. Fight value goes to me.
Yep.
And everything on the front, I need like 3s there as well, I think. These little trackers are soft. 1 more charge coming in hot against another supported tracker. I'm on 6s again. And I think it's 4s for this guy. Oh! There we go.
Yeah.
We obliterated the front line of trackers and made some big charges in. We'll go over there and mop those guys. This guy got pushed back, and now it's a whole bunch of heroic combats over here. 1-on-1. These charges are pretty big, because if we can get some of these kills and fire over to support AMR, this is one. This is one of them. Rinse him.
Got him.
We're thickening that line to strike for next turn. We've got just a whole bunch of 1-on-1s here. Definitely got the favour with the charging cavalry.
Shielding.
Oh, nice. You're not going to support the front line. Second one over here.
Shielding again.
Ooh, tied fight value because I'm out of range of Theoden. Goes to me. You're knocked down. And you're not getting up. Rinse him. So I'll just charge this guy after his heroic combat to set up another 2-on-1, and then hopefully I can fire away a couple more. I have got 2 guys on the charge now to your 1.
I'm going to go 2-handed with him.
Oh, nice. Bold. Not quite. And he is out of there. Rip out that middle guy. This guy can move now, so he will make a run to support AMR's front line. And then we've got 1 last 2-on-1, and hopefully I can just replicate the same thing again and get another model up front.
Stab.
Stabbing damage. Do the damage. Do you kill yourself? No. I'll do it for you, don't worry. There he goes. And now they can both go, and they will both make a huge beeline for the Rohan front line. So we've managed to set up a pretty big push here, but we haven't got any further past this shield wall. But there's a few combats left. Aim has made a charge, and that Son of Ale have made secondary charges. So let's jump into those. Aim has got 4 on the charge. Let's see if he can continue his run of killing 4 models a turn. Let's do strikes 1 at a time. That is another 2 dead.
Yep.
AMR is on fire this game. Truly earning his future kingship. 1 more striking model here. A Son of Ale on the charge. So that goes to me. That is 2 dead orcs. And then, we have 1 more actually. We've got a little rider over here. These orcs rushed over to try and give some support after pinning up Theoden last turn. And they just saw the son, the nephew. God. 1 on each. And take them both off. How dare you leave the front line. And that is a savage output. I don't think Rohan lost a model.
No.
We didn't.
No.
And we must have taken off 2 handfuls of orcs. The Rohan are absolutely rallying here on the right flank. Let's jump straight into priority. It's a nice ending on the good flank. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, now I am running out of might. That is going to be very interesting.
Well, we come to the absolute tipping point of the conflict, with the game very much in the balance. For the forces of good to prevail, AMR must cut his way through the hastily erected formations and slice apart both trolls before the final tower reaches the walls, whilst keeping 2 out of the 3 of Elfhelm, AMR and Theoden alive. Or, if either of those objectives are failed to be completed, they must kill another Mordor hero to level the tally. Seeing this crucial moment, the Orc forces surged forwards, taking advantage of the low resources of the Rohan heroes. AMR's force finally had their charge stalled at the front line, but with a second rank of Rohirrim ploughing into those ensuing combats, they can still hope to carry some momentum through the combat phase to set up for a final push next turn. With the tower now 1 turn away from the city walls, the game is truly on a knife edge. In any turn in which all towers are either disabled or successfully deployed, the game will end. For good or ill, the moment of truth has come.
I could really use some Ryan Trace trebuchets today, but unfortunately I just have a handful of Gondorian bowmen. Let's see, like a literal handful. Oh man, this is good. This is much better. We have got to take out these trolls just here. If I can get rid of one of them, I'm at least going to reduce the movement down to 3 inches of the tower. All right, we got to get through on a 5+ to get past the tower. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And chasing 6s by 4s to wounds with those pesky strength 2 bows. A single 6 and no wounds. All that shooting for nothing. We have got basically one heroic combat that's meaningful to start with, and that is your little beast.
Gothmog.
You gonna get in there?
Let's do it. Let's spend the point of might. Let's try and get it.
I've got a single dice. Oh, it's strong. It's strong. Roll them up.
So Gothmog.
Yep, he's got it. 5s to wounds.
5s to
+1. You'll need 4s with that
Gothmog.
that filthy special rule.
He's hella trapped. Let's get him out of there.
Yep.
Off he goes.
Booze. Aethane, Battle Company's member, he is out of there, and everyone gets to pile in. I'm going to guess Gothmog's going straight into Elfhelm.
Straight in.
Alright, well let's move straight to Elfhelm's combat, and then we'll finish the rest of the flank. I've only got 2 attacks because I haven't charged, and I'm sitting on 6s!
Ooh.
But you've still got the fight value. Elfhelm's only fight 4, and Gothmog's natively fight 5.
Alright, let's start off with Gothmog's dice.
Ooh, you got one might point left,
one might
so
point left.
You could get it if you want it.
And I've got a banner reroll in there as well.
Oh, you're gonna have to spend the might.
Banner.
Oh, banner. Yeah,
banner.
Good call from
Right.
behind the camera.
Yeah,
no,
there it is.
I really wanted that.
6.
Okay, all right. So that is the win to you. I am so trapped. It'll be 4s again to wound.
So we'll do Gothmog's roll first.
Yeah,
'cause I want
get him out
to
of there.
get the win.
That's enough.
Okay,
I
there
have
it
2
is.
wounds, no fate. Elfhelm is gone. That is the first hero objective complete for the forces of Mordor. I'm yet to kill a Mordor hero, but I am making gains towards the siege tower. Let's go over to my heroic combats. I have only got the 3 that I managed to countercharge, which is this one here, and this one here. Now I've set up a couple of good 2-on-1s, so hopefully I can slingshot back towards the beautiful siege towers up there. So I've got 2 riders, so one's a son of Aeol. I'm on 5s. You got just a tracker.
Oh.
Yep, rinse him. And he is out of there on 4s. Defense 3 is brutal. And these boys are just going to make a huge beeline and do a big double wrap, and we'll pick off those trackers as well. We've got another setup here that's 2-on-1. You do have a spear support this time though, Mark. I am... No, the damn spear! Oh, there goes that plan. You're going to strike up?
Always on the rider.
No luck. All right, my boys survive. One more heroic combat, although it's unlikely to go off, is just one outrider fighting 2 trackers. I've got 2 dice on the charge. 4s.
Oh.
Same fight value.
Same fight.
All right, I'll roll it up. Goes to me.
Yep.
I'll put a strike on each. Strength 4. I'm chasing 4s. Oh yeah, look at that. I think I'll pay that. 2 trackers gone. Thunk. This guy, now I've got the chance to sprint up towards to join the rest, or kind of pile in and help someone out. Yeah, let's not risk losing Aemma. Let's make sure Aemma's kills go down, so I'll pull one of those off. Bit of carnage through the chaff, but there's a couple of key combats left. We've got Aemma, Theoden, and some of the dudes around them. I managed to get Grimbold into Guritz, who has peeled him away from Theoden, so that's going to play out, but we'll jump into Aemma first. Aemma didn't charge, but still 3 attacks, and you've got only 3 on him now, because I've, just put it away. Just put it away. The big Zorba 6, absolutely rinsing. I will put 1 strike. Oh, actually, I don't have trapped. I'm not knocking people over, but it's enough. Kaboom! Just a single tracker down on the Zorba 6. One little fight with the Rohan outrider riding around behind to get the spearman.
Oh.
Yes. And we need 5. Wow. These dice are staying in my hand for future turns. He is out of there too. So we've cleared up this center a little bit. Alright, I have valiantly charged in with Grimbold, a lone rider who used to be famous in a battle company, and I am on 2s. Oh, crunch me.
6. Here we go.
You got the 2-hander, so you're at +1 as well.
Yep.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That 5 with the +1. Let's see if Theoden can boldly keep himself in the fight after Grimbold valiantly sacrificed. I'm fighting against 2 orcs. Ooh, yeah, that's it. And 1 on each. Yes, we'll take this one off, closest to the dice. So Theoden is still in the fight. That was a pretty slashy combat turn. Elfhelm gone. This next priority could be pretty big. I need to catch those trolls. Oh, not if I roll like that. Yo, big Rohan 6, let's go. No might on this side of the field. Those trolls are not going anywhere this turn. So we've got a big play here. I've managed to get my 2 little friends here into the troll. So they're not going anywhere this turn, but I need to kill them. And so I'm going to set up a little heroic move slingshot off the heroic combat. So what I'm going to do, Marky's going to charge in that Rohan Outrider to neutralize the control zone on the right orc. I'm going to use this Rohan Rider at the back to neutralize the control zone on the left orc. And then my Son of Ale and Aemma are going to ride through the gap over that little bit of rock that's less than half their height and slingshot into the orcs in the rear, which will be in range of a heroic combat into the troll. So that gives us a nice chance of busting their skulls open this turn. So I finally got priority mark, which means Theoden can get out of there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No. So with Guritz's last point of might, I need to call a heroic move to stop Theoden from going anywhere.
No! Get back here, mate. So he's in.
He's in.
You're going to pile in these boys as well?
I'm going to have to, yep.
And I think with that 6-inch bubble, you'll be able to tie up all my cav on that side and throw that extra support on Guritz.
Yep.
Theoden could have some numbered days now. I need to keep Theoden and Aemma alive to hold that objective. And now we've got not much left on the board. It's just an orc horde trying to catch Aemma and the Rohirrim. Okay, so it's Gondor's turn to shoot, and we have ourselves a better target than last time. The pincushion of the tower is being ignored. They're in combat anyway. It's Mr. Clubby the Troll, the victor, the Mordor killing machine from the last Gondor bat rep. He's out in the open and he's already taken a wound, so we're just going to fill him with bloody pins. Cannot risk him getting to Aemma and breaking up that charge. And we just need 2 6s and 4s to give him his 2 final wounds. Oh no, 3 6s, it's tight, it's tight. I need 2 4s, I need 2 4s. Oh, he's still here. 1 wound remaining on Clubby the Troll. Combat phase, and this is it. This is where I make the play. I have got to get this done before the towers arrive or before Mark kills my second hero, because that's going to end the game.
Yeah.
So I've got all my heroic combats on this flank over here. So we'll start with this rider up here, because I want to set a waterfall to basically build heroic combat momentum into these 2 fights into the troll. So 1 rider on 1 orc. I'm on 4s.
2's for me.
Yes, come on, I can feel it coming. Needing 5s on the charge, big 6. So he will make a ride over, and he'll peel 1 fight. I tell you what, I'll take it off the Son of Ale, because that's going to be the more difficult fight. Now we'll try and line that up again. Here I've got my Outrider fighting an orc with shields. Oh, he's lost it, no banner effect. So that one's out to you, Mark. Doesn't get the kill though, I'll just back out of the way. And then I've got a 2-on-1 here. This is getting slightly tough on range now. I'm on 3s and 1s. Ooh, I'm out of range of Theoden, so it is a draw. I'll roll the dice.
Yep.
Goes to me. Come on, I need to put both of these down. So the white is chasing, not enough. That is strength 4. That will be 4s to wound, even on the tracker. So nothing pushing back off there. I've basically got 1 chance left to let Aemma not on his own, and it is this valiant rider here. Oh yes, I can win that one. I can win that one. But I have to put both targets down. 1 strike on each. Oh yes, 6s and 5s. So he will blitz through them, right around, ignoring the height, and peel off one of Aomar's fight. Now the last two heroic combats are only fighting a single model, much more doable. Aomar on the charge. Oh, as you like it.
Alright.
And get out of here, son. Yep, he is gone. Gone. Aomar is going to fly in and pin one troll. And then the Son of Ale, fighting one. Goes to me on fight value. Come on. Yes, we got it. The trolls are in big trouble. So Mark has just like blown my mind right now. I completely forgot that the Rohan Outrider and one of these Sons of Ale, he was here, they both got charges. So they are heroic combats as well. So this final Son of Ale who's running in is going to move in and get there. We're going to try and kill this one, and then this guy will be able to heroic combat and join here and trap that troll against that position. So, Mark, we're into that combat. However, Mark still has fight 7. So, if you roll a big 6, it is yours, my friend. Set the tone, Marky. And 5 high. Okay, so I'm chasing 6 on 8 dice. We'll start with Aomar. Come on, bring it home, future king of Rohan. Yes, there he goes. So the troll is trapped. Aomar is strength 5 on the charge on 7s. That's only 5s to wound. And in fact, so is the Son of Ale. So 2 of these sets of dice are chasing 5s and 1 is chasing 6s. And this guy is unharmed. 5s and 6s. We have got 1, 2. Oh, but he's trapped. He's taking double strikes. So he's got 2 wounds from the first set. Get him off the board! So troll number 1 is gone. That's great. It means the tower's now only moving 3 inches per turn. Even that keeps us in the fight. But the big thing is that this Outrider gets to run around and charge this troll again. Now, the Son of Ale can't fight, but he's in a trapping position. So this is harder for me, Mark, because I've only got 2 guys, basically. So set the tone for us. Oh, it's 5s again. Okay. A Son of Ale and the Rohan Outrider, needing a 6 on 4 dice. It's something I'm pretty good at. Let's see if I can pull it out. Yes! 2 of them! Once again, we're looking for 6s on the Rohan Outrider dice and 5s on the green dice, because he is trapped. So this is all the attacks. 3 6s on 8 dice is a lot harder, but the 5s might help.
I think it'll work. I think this will be good. I'm optimistic. Wow.
1, 2, 3. Killed him. 4 wounds. That is both. Rip him out, Mark.
There he goes. Oh my goodness.
Both trolls in one epic waterfall of heroic combats. And we have stopped the third. The third siege tower does not reach the wall. So, the game is now down to hero kills.
That's it.
You've got to kill Aomar or Theoden.
Correct.
And I've got to kill
Guritz.
Yep.
Or Gothmog in the middle here, but this is the key fight.
This is the big fight. Let's go there right now.
Let's do it.
Let's go there right now. So basically, it's all going to come down to this combat. Theoden has not charged. He's been charged by Mark's beautiful might management in the face of all my free heroic combats. I have got just 2 attacks. I reckon last turn I should have just dismounted so I could be shielding right now. But unfortunately, I'm stuck on my horse. Yep. I will set the tone for you. I'm at fight 5, so if I can 6 up, Theoden is golden. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear! Alright, yeah, just take it away.
There you go. Guritz and 4 of his mates.
The Zorbazorb 6, just to add insult to injury. I will get ready my fate rolls, shall I?
Okay.
I'm not trapped. I'm able to back away. Luckily, I'm pretty fine there. So that is just striking up. I'm defense 7, so you're going to need 6s across the board.
Strength 5 with Guritz, so 5.
And +1 to wound.
And +1 to wound.
With the 2-handed weapon.
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to need 4s. 4s and 6s.
4s and 6s, here we go.
Right, let's do Guritz first.
Guritz first.
1 wound.
1 wound.
And 1 wound. So I have got 1 point of fate left. 1 measly point of fate. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. The king has fallen. Who needs the Witch King? Theoden is out of there. So Guritz and Gothmog are still on the field, but I have lost 2 of my heroes, Theoden and Elfhelm. So 1 objective for you, 1 objective for me.
So Theoden falls in the final turn of the game. As soon as the siege tower objective is met, that is the final turn, and that was Guritz's final action to take out Theoden and score a victory point for the Forces of Evil. So the game ends up being a draw at 1 apiece. Well done, Arky.
Thanks, mate.
Buzz.
Love it.
As the smoke cleared upon the battlefield, the grip of the forces of Mordor upon the White City has been broken, but at a terrible price. Although the cries of joy ring out from the walls of the White City as the defenders inside rally and push back the enemy forces within, their salutations are mixed with the grief of the Horse Lords as they see the cost of their magnificent charge. But the gods of war are not finished with the men of the West, as across the Pelennor a mighty horn booms as the Dark Lord casts his last roll of the dice. His orcs may be broken, but they are but a tithe of his full strength. The battle for the Pelennor fields has only just begun.
The great battle of our time.
A draw for today's game sees us set the stage for some truly epic Pelennor Fields action to come as we revisit the absolutely mega scenario on the full Pelennor gaming board in the coming weeks. A big thank you to Andy Marchand for the 2 stunning scratch-built siege towers, Jacob from Conquest Creations, Nathan Shuttleworth, James Gaywood and Jack Norman for printing our horde of FDM siege towers. The links to the STL file for that siege tower are down in the description if you'd like to print some for your own games. And of course, a big thank you to my amazing Patreons. These incredible folks on the screen are the reason why all of this is possible. If you want more Minas Tirith, more Siege of Gondor, more battle reports, and more Zorpazorp, please go and check out my Patreon link down below. It's a phenomenal way to support the channel. If you're still watching, I love you. Thank you so much. You guys are the best community, and I really hope you enjoyed this game because Mark and I had a ripper of a time filming it. I will see you in 2 or 3 weeks, Zorptrons. Lockie out.
Just gonna cook up a little. I just thought about all the models who are under that.
Can you guys shimmy that way a bit?
Can you guys?
There with my boys out of shot.
Get out of the way.